We'd
All
be
right, we're
creating
live.
something epic here, right? This is epic. What we're doing here is
got it.
epic. There we go.
Hey, how you doing? It's Bob Britton and Bill Ball and Brian Lambert. We're the three Bs.
Yeah, the killer
What's up,
bees.
guys?
There we go.
Bees.
That sounds like
We are
pro
doing-
wrestling, Bob.
Jack, you're it.
I think there's enough people
Right.
who are old enough in sales enablement to understand what that is.
That's right.
So that we got that going for us.
That's right. Exactly. So what we are doing is we're doing a Sales Enablement live session. We're using Google Hangout. We're beaming live right now. But I thought what we could do, guys, is actually talk a little bit about our idea. And let's send this recording out to the chapter presidents of the Sales Enablement Society. So I'm actually recording this in the Sales Enablement Society YouTube channel for members. So it's a member engagement initiative here. And I don't know, I just wanted to get you guys on. Let's spend 5 minutes and chat a little bit about our ideas. We'll then send this link out and see if any of the chapter presidents want to have a Sales Enablement live session with us. What do you guys think?
Absolutely.
Cool.
10-4.
Cool. So, Bill, you and I have been talking about the society, and you had a lot of ideas about getting people engaged and building energy around it. And then I said, well, we can't be too structured. We're going to have to be a little bit organic. And then you said, let's get on a video. So why do you think something like this might be appealing to our members?
It's easily consumable and it's engaging. Something that drove my engagement when I first got involved in the society and even before that identified myself as a sales enablement person and not just a trainer or a recruiter or what have you in different flavors that we've been talking about as groups. Something that really big has just been some of the content that's been available through the podcast, through Thierry, through Seismic, and having these kind of like face-to-face meetups and discussions are huge. I mean, as a member, when we met nationally, one of the things was, hey, you know what, how are we going to charge for this? Are we going to do all these different things? And for most new members, we've got a lot of the true believers involved, but most new members to any kind of group, it's like, what am I getting?
Yeah.
All those kinds of things. So starting to identify and detail those kinds of things to create engagement around that is what this is all about.
Yeah, I love it. So Bob, when you think about something like this in this medium, what ideas would you have to make this engaging and make it fun for people to watch, not just participate in?
Well, sure. I mean, one of the things about social media, right, is that it's like an anonymous social thing typically when we're talking about social media, right? So the whole goal of this is to really bring people together, not just voices, not just chats, not just exchanging emails, anonymously, but let's look at each other, shall we? Here like this, so we can do this. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
So the more we can actually look at each other here and actually see the expressions on our faces, whether I make goofy faces like that or something, whatever it takes, okay? But this is you're looking at me now. You look at me and my personality. You have no idea what I'm like as a human being when I'm actually just texting to you or something like that, right?
Yeah, I love that idea.
So
that's a great idea.
So the beauty of this is, if you can get on a webcam, get on it. Honestly, it's not exactly like being there, but it's pretty darn close. And we do this a lot anyway.
Yeah, I think this is a good idea, and what we can do is let me explain what we talked about the 2 minutes leading up, because this is totally unscripted. That's another thing too. Let's make this spontaneous and let's see what ideas we can create. But we talked about briefly before we started the broadcast was, what if we went to the chapter presidents and said, hey, you guys are having these awesome meetings. Not everybody's a blogger, then can write a blog afterwards. Why don't we offer up a Sales Enablement live session? We can host it. One of us three, one of the three Bs can host it, and we'll ask you some questions about what happened. You guys can send out the links, and you can have people join us that went to the chapter meeting, and we can spend 15 minutes, and you guys can give us the verbal download. And so that's what we were thinking. And then how this works is, one of us jumps on YouTube in our Sales Enablement member channel, which is what this is. We kick off the broadcast, and we schedule a broadcast. We give the chapter presidents a link, which is like a moderator link. They put that out, and then everybody can watch it live. So we can actually post a separate link for everybody who wants to view it. So I think it's easy enough to try to do. We thought we could start that out. So as a chapter president, what we were hoping was, for some early adopters to test this out with, and we would do this type of session with you guys, and we would host it, take care of the technology piece. You guys just have to show up, log into your Google account, make sure you have Google Chrome and a YouTube access and have a webcam, and then schedule it and get your members there. Either get your panelists or your members, and then we'd ask National to start broadcasting that out. And then, boom, we would just see what happens. Let's see how many of these we can create. What do you guys think of that? You think that would work?
Yeah,
I think it's an awesome idea.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I'll add to that is I had a little bit of trouble getting to the channel today, and I just used my phone, and it took a couple of seconds. So it's not even necessarily a webcam, and hopefully the audio is being well represented. But yeah, it's not difficult to do, and this goes back to the meetings I've been a part of in the national meeting is keeping this thing, as Bob said, engaging and collaborative. We're much better together. We're much stronger together. I know that sounds like a political message, but it's the truth. It's how we right. It's how we put all these things together as a group. It's just the way things should be consumed.
Cool. Well, I'm going to wrap this up. Bob, you got any parting shots for the chapter presidents before I stop the broadcast?
Participate. Participate. That's it.
Close them, man. All right, there you have it. All right, we hope you guys take us up on this idea. Again, we have really no idea what we're doing, but that's part of the magic of this. And hopefully we can get the word out on all these awesome meetings that you guys are having. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.